I want to talk real briefly about here. So, you two have OnlyFans. How long have you both been doing OnlyFans?
About like the same amount of like over 3 years, since 2019.
Okay, so you got in pretty early.
Yeah, I got in pretty early, and I really blew up during COVID because everyone was just indoors.
Were you doing corn
I was
previously?
always doing corn.
Okay.
Can I ask what corn is?
We're talking about, but we cannot say
gotcha.
it on this.
Cool.
Yeah, no, but it'd be funny if I actually was saying yes, I am a farmer, and I live in a barn.
Okay.
And she harvests cucumbers and eggplants.
Ever does it.
Jesus.
But that word we're not going to get censored.
That's a scientific term.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
YouTube and Twitch, they move in mysterious ways. Okay, so, and when did you get started doing, I guess, in the traditional adult industry?
So for future reference, I should kind of like have like fake words for the words.
What?
You know what I mean? Like I should say corn. Instead of
just
like
that one, like
Yeah,
Twitch gets all
specifically that
bent
one?
out. Yeah,
Okay.
I guess. I mean, I've been told that
So
for Twitch.
Okay,
I
so I'll
guess,
just
I
like
don't
think
know.
of like fun words. I've been baking a cake for a long time. I have been mostly an independent baker, but I did like join. I became Vixen contracted sometime last year, but my contract actually just ended.
Vixen Bakery
Yeah,
and
the bakery of
pastries.
Vixen.
Okay, sure.
But I'm looking into possibly doing like Brazzers possibly later this year.
Brazzers Bistro.
Brazzers, the bistro.
Of course.
I'll sell my buns.
She sells her buns. Okay. So, and when did you said you got started when?
So I've been doing since 2019.
Yeah.
I've always been making corn on there, but I would say sometime last year I signed onto Vixen just to get started doing some mainstream, just because the mainstream was a great commercial for my OnlyFans itself. And I think it's something that I like doing sometimes, but inherently being an independent creator just pays way more and gives me more control to do exactly what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you make?
A lot.
Do you want to give us a range?
Yeah, I make about $300K a month.
$300K a month.
Mm-hmm.
What's the most you've made in 1 month?
Like $320K
$320K
a month. But that's like, I have multiple platforms that I now sell my content on, so that's just on OnlyFans. But I do say this, and I also have been starting to be hesitant about how much I make, because sometimes, obviously, people hate it when they realize that a girl like me is going to make money selling my body when people their whole lives say they should be punished for stuff like that. But also, like, sex workers of all incomes should be respected no matter how much money they make.
Wait. So they should be, you think that the more money you make, they're more disrespected?
No, I'm saying, like, regardless of what my income is or what anyone's income is, they should still be respected no matter what. I feel like when I say I make a lot of money, people start thinking it's more or less valid, when in reality, regardless of how much money I make, I should still be respected as a human being no matter what my occupation is.
Okay. And so you make about $3 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
About. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
you did the math
no.
quickly.
Hold on. Actually, no, I think I underestimated.
3.2 mil was last year.
Okay. Do you think it's possible you'll ever do $1 million in a month?
Yeah, totally. I feel like right now I'm in this like cool part of my life where I can just do passion projects and do things because it's fun. Like, I can go to this podcast and spend a day in Santa Barbara just because, it'd be fun. And now I don't really have to do things I don't necessarily want to do, like do a scene just because I feel like it would make me a lot of money. And now I'm just kind of like focusing on passion projects and like doing different stuff with my life. But I still do corn because it's fun.
Gotcha. And then what about you?
So I also started in 2019, but when I started, it was mostly through selling photos, and I actually joined OnlyFans later in the year because I was going through college and I didn't really have a lot of time. I started making corn, I'm gonna say in like 2021 is when I started making videos and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how much do you make per month?
So I make around $10K a month.
Okay.
But it also, I will say it also fluctuates. Like for me, since I am a bit of a more niche creator, sometimes I'll have 5K months, sometimes I'll have 10K months. And it doesn't necessarily correlate directly to how much work I'm putting in sometimes. Sometimes that's just the draw of the cards, and there are a lot of other, you know, factors that I can't control, like the general economy and just inflation and stuff like that. But I make enough to be comfortable and to just do silly things and enjoy my life. So I'm really happy doing it.
Cool, cool, cool.